I've decided to stream some Roku, so there's that. I know it was a little bit later than I had originally predicted. 7, I thought I would stream as soon as I got off of work. However, work today was very exhausting. I had numerous amounts of deliveries to do, and so, moving furniture, and then after work, I woke up to some bullshit, and so I went searching for jobs and went all over my city, just walking through the cold and the frigid whatever. And then I got home, I did some chores, I cleaned my room, and then I laid down and I'm like, fuck this, I'm going to bed. So I took a small nap, woke up, went through that process, and here we are now. So there's that. I'm probably going to play some PS2 over the weekend, so I might not stream too much. So you took so long, and then I'm about to leave my house, dude. Sorry about that, Astro. Like I said, I was planning shit to do, because I'm setting up a grocery list of stuff, stuff I have to get, and I had some chores to do, some shit to finish up. And I'm tired. However, I'm gonna play Sigrid, wherever Sigrid is. There she is. I hope they introduce a new rogue very soon. Like, I really hope that Roku doesn't cap out all their rogues. And I kind of wanted to get ranked. Not quite sure, like, the whole, like, how that's done, this or that. I've never attempted to get... I attempted to get ranked 2 seasons ago, and never really fell in line to getting ranked. So I think, while the season's still up, I think I might try to clutch it and try to get it ranked. Again, it's totally not necessary, but it would be pretty cool to say I got ranked in this game. Alright, we're gonna start our game with a shotgun, with Sigrid. I've never tried this go through with Sigrid, because she normally uses that other shotgun, and so this time I'm using my Spaz 12. And this should be a much more effective setup. Really digging the skin. It's really cool. It's really grown on me. Like, I got a lot of, like, Sonya Blade vibes from Mortal Kombat. Not a single healer on the team. This person's going to try to go in for the clutch. If he can humble his, he can't. They're going to rush there. So, guys, this is like a warm-up round, because I got some rounds to go through, So I'm also working on my gamer rage. I really don't want to rage too much, because raging does not do me any favors at all. Neither does you guys, and I'm trying to get better on it. some cheap shield bash.
Objective lost. We're out of lives. Make it count. Objective secure. They crushed us. Fight harder next time.
Damn. I'm gonna try to focus on healing up my teammates because that'll keep us in the game a little bit longer, and it also keeps me able, like if I had enough time to res that guy.
Apologies. We've captured the objective.
I want to try out the S12 Tactical because I don't ever really use this weapon. Like ever. There's no way you can improve a skill if you don't try. That's one thing I'm going to try for this team, for my YouTube thing.
5 reinforcements remaining.
I actually kind of prefer this, actually. Holds 10 shots, has a faster fire rate.
Enemies have the objective. Online. We only have 5 reinforcements remaining. Shields up!
Move here.
Objective acquired.
I wish it was like a tactical sprint, or if you double tap the sprint button.
Enemies have been wiped out. First round on me.
I think the S12 Tactical, it's a great shotgun, just not on the right character. I feel like
Objective acquired. Defend it. Objective locked. Let's get it back. Here we go.
think bulletproof is a great pick. It just sort of gives me a little bit more chances to kill the enemies.
Enemy spotted.
Yeah, between the Striker 8x10 and the Arbitrator, I think the Striker would have been a better weapon for this character particularly. But then again, not many people use the Arbitrator. Only Anvil and what's her face?
Let's get you out of here. I'm good.
Enemies have 5 lives left. Keep up the pressure. You're out of lives.
Let's go. Get up.
Only have 5 reinforcements remaining.
Utility out.
We've destroyed the enemy force. Nice work.
Utility out. Hey, help me out.
Objective lost. Let's get it back.
That objective being in their possession is not doing us any favors. It'd be really cool to see the next rogue utilize their shotgun. Have a completely new shotgun in the game.
Help me out. Enemy spotted.
Objective locked.
Damn, my team really held their own.
Friendly's eliminated. That's gonna hurt the bottom line.
Imagine a detachable fed, another detachable magazine fed shotgun. Only it holds like 12 rounds. You should also increase the magazine capacity of the 8x12 shotgun. The 8x10. Should increase the mag size. It'd be really cool to see. As far as shotguns go, it'd be really cool, like a Benellium for, or something tactical.
We have control of the objective. Defend it. Enemies have the objective. Get it back. We have control of the objective. Defend it. I'm good.
Get back in there. No enemy spotted.
We have 5 lives left.
Let's go. Get up.
Objective lost.
Let's go. Get up.
Defending here. I won't forget this.
5 reinforcements remaining. He's captured the objective.
Help me out.
That's funny. Heist Lancer. Honestly, dude, in my brutal opinion, dude, the Arbitrator is probably the most overpowered Lancer. Considering all I have to do is roll to reload. That's 2 shots of extreme devastation. It'd be really nice if they buffed the range by 3 just to make the gun just more, I don't know, generally useful. But at the same time, the range already being at 9, and these shotguns have pretty low range anyway. It'd be nice if all shotgun range was increased by at least 1 point in general, just to make them more generally useful. Though most shotguns get range upgrades, I'm pretty sure. Range starts off with 8, and you get your range to around 10 when fully upgraded. So it'd be 11, so you'd have a little bit more reach on those far range shots. The Arbitrator has the most range, but they boosted it by 3. By literally 3, we would be at 14 range, which would be like SMG type range. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. The SMG range is around 15, so it'd be just like one more, I don't know, want to be 10 more feet more of range, and then the damage fall off starts. And on shotguns, I mean, that would be really useful, because then I feel like it would make shotguns more popular. But I think it would also be annoying too. So it's not all birds and bees when it comes to that, I guess. The Heist Dema is pretty sweet. The Macho Dema. The Funny Bone. Nutcracker Dema. Skidoshi Dema. I don't know, Heist Dema is pretty cool. I have Sakura, Tiger Claw, Ultramarine, and Default. Dema can be very fun to play as. Simply put, when you have a large category of great weapons to utilize, especially me, I have all these rifles to use. For instance, when I get my HRM and my Hydra Max, that's all my assault rifles. For the most part, though, in general, the Mamba, getting this on all characters is going to be very fun, because that means a lot of sucky characters become unsucky. That's repeating my comments, but that means that Trench and Umbra get to use the Infixer, Talon, Seeker, and I think there's like one other character that uses the Mamba, that can use the Mamba, like DMR's Dallas. Using the Mamba is just a deadly combination in general. I find it to be very good. It's actually very interesting to play as Dahlia and a Gunrunner, because then you get to link up with or Runaway, and then you get to link up with Runaway as Dahlia. You get the Runaway ability, so then you can use SMGs in a Mamba, and with Dahlia, that's just such a sick combo. I feel like that would be just so sweet. The Bishop is not really a great DMR in my opinion. I've used it a few times. I don't have much nice things to say about it. The range is pretty alright. The body damage being 30. Like, if we were to compare this to its like advanced counterpart, which would be the D30, the damage is more, the range is more, the fire rate's a little less, but the handling is more. And the reload time is less on this version, and the magazine size is about the same. So, I think the the D3D, my bad, the D3DI, pretty much an SKS. When maxed out, the handling is so perfect. And obviously the recoil is pretty good. The magazine size being 16. When you look at the Bishop fully upgraded, you get 2 more rounds in the mag. You get a little bit more range, but just not the same amount. And also, there's nothing to cut that reload time of 2 seconds. It'd be nice to have it at least cut down to 1.5. For, you know, because the magazine size is only 18. You get 2 more shots. A faster reload speed and 2 more shots would honestly make this thing have at least a reason to use it. But nah, it's really not a reason to use it. The Aaron is pretty sweet, to be honest with you guys, because this is one that gets pretty much infinite range. So you could really step back and use this thing kind of sort of as like a sniper rifle if you really wanted to. Has an insane amount of handling as well, and it has a very quick reload time. This is, in my opinion, one of the best DMRs in the game. If you look at it and think about it deeply, the 2.26 reload speed, 2.28, I mean, 1.28, I mean, literally less than 2 seconds. It is such a quick reload speed, and it really gets you back on track, back on target. This thing handles significantly amazing. The Devotion, Dali's gun. It rocks the damage and range department. Like I said, the Aaron and the and the Devotion really rock that infinite range. Now the XMR, personally, the thing that turns me with this weapon is it sort of handles kind of like a Bishop, except the characters that use the Bishop or that use this gun are actually good. Both Trench and Dahlia. However, that also leads me to the counterpoint of the Bishop. If you get this thing master ranked, it's not really worth going for it unless you're trying to go for the 100% weapon completion. The only reason you'd go for this weapon or use this weapon is the fact that the only character that uses this weapon is actually, what's his name? Umbra. And so maybe you really like the way it handles, and his abilities, if we take a look back on the perks, Gunsmith will add a 40 to my range and a 40 to my mag size. Crackshot will add 15% reload speed, or not reload speed, Crackshot gives me 15% more headshot damage. Replenish gives me, when I down them immediately, down our eliminations count toward reloading, as well as Life Drain and Stalker are very, very, very good perks. And when you consider that 40% to my so 40% to my reload or to my mag size, well, 40% of 18 is like it takes my mag to 20, close enough. So, 20 plus rounds, I mean, it's honestly not that bad. But when you think about it, 20 rounds in something like this, you can actually do pretty good. Because if you think the damage is 30, 20 rounds, every 4 shots is a kill. That literally gives you 5 potential kills. And considering that your elimination auto-reloads your weapon, you get really good at sniping and you actually gain the player's skill to use it. It's actually not that bad. But simply put, you could use the same argument with the T3D. Like, okay, yeah, you will increase the range, you'll increase the mag size, it does 42 damage and has better handling. Not to mention it also has a slightly faster reload speed. So not only would you be getting the better end of the stick, you're also going to wind up getting more damage. So that means every 4 shots would be a kill with the Bishop, guaranteed. But every 3 shots is an above guaranteed kill, which will help you add some extra damage into eliminating your opponent. So every 5 shots is a down plus elimination, essentially. However, that's also not counting the headshot, because headshots are a large bonus in considering I'll get a 15% headshot bonus on 42 damage. That's almost 50 damage. It's almost half the health bar gone. Like, this is just so much more effective at doing this weapon's job. Then again, you have the Mamba, which by all extent is the best DMR ultimately, because it's 3-round burst. It's got a slower reload speed, it's got amazing handling, it has fairly decent range. Not to mention, you're also going to wind up having a larger mag of 42. 40% of 42 is like 15 rounds or so, or 16 rounds. So you're going to wind up getting like a 58 size mag size. So that's a pretty fat mag you're rocking there. So if you think about it like this, if you use Dahlia, she does not really receive any huge weapon-oriented perks other than crack shot and replenish. Shredder rounds. I think, honestly, a better swap for Umbra would be swapping padded steps for purple Shredder rounds. I think that would honestly make him way too aggressive, though, but... Again, though, you know, we have characters like Runaway that can utilize snipers and auto rifles, but between these two sniper rifles, I think Astro's correct. The next character should add 2 unique weapons to the game, maybe even 3. A new unique handgun, and people are like, well, what would the new handgun even imply? What would it even be? Well, I think it would be really sweet to see like an improved version of the Spitfire. Something that fires full auto, has way less handling, has way more mag cap, and has less damage. In turn for this, because there would be 2 auto pistols in the game, I think the ultimate solution to fix the between which is better and which isn't is to go ahead and buff the Spitfire. Well, first of all, the first thing that they should honestly focus on is adding 5 more rounds to the default mag, making it a 20-round standard mag size, because your first upgrade adds 5 rounds. So then you'll rock 25 rounds, which an additional 5 rounds to 25 rounds is not that bad at all. Considering most of the characters that use this weapon also will have that perk that increases it by increases the mag size with Gunsmith or whatever by 40 maximum. You know, you're going to wind up possibly rocking in close to around the 30 round range, which is the standard mag cap for an AR-15 coming out of this standard mag cap. Although you're only getting 18 damage, I feel like they should honestly boost the fire rate to 12. I'm just saying. And apart from those upgrades, I'd increase the range by 1. Anything more than that's just buffing this weapon to make it too overpowered. But those buffs in and of themselves, I feel like, you know, having the range be at 10, you know, starting, would make this weapon way more likable amongst, you know, just people that use it regularly. And as far as the upgrades go, I would go as far as to even say to increase the mag cap to, not the mag cap, but I'd also increase the handling by an additional 5 points on the upgrade, making the handling 40. Because again, if this next pistol is going to have a higher fire rate, a higher mag cap, more damage, it should be really difficult to handle, and it should not have a lot of range either. At the same cost, it should also have a slightly longer reload time, just to make it unique. But having another full auto pistol in the game is going to be very fun. in their two weapons should be between snipers and shotguns. I think a third sniper in the game would be sweet. I think it'd be really cool to have a double barrel sniper rifle that holds 6 shots, 2 shots each shot, does double damage. Starting at 80 damage from both barrels, 2 shots apiece. It's a guaranteed 1 shot, 1 kill all the time. However, it's extremely inaccurate. It would be a scopeless sniper rifle, and on the final upgrade, you get a scope. Or something along those lines. Or maybe even having a semi-auto sniper rifle that takes a more, not a DMR, but a more sniper rifle appeal. It would have a very slow bolt delay, slow cycling speed, but it would be semi-auto with a detachable magazine. A high capacity, slow but semi-auto firing sniper rifle with insane amounts of accuracy, but less damage. So I don't know, something like that would be unique. And as far as another shotgun would go, because I said shotguns and sniper, I think the next shotgun should honestly be something like how am I going to put this? It's a pretty tough one, but I'd honestly say something like a USAS 12. Something that competes with the 8x10. Something that competes. More damage. Same semi-auto thing. Less capacity and a slower reload speed. Better handling. Better accuracy, better damage, slightly better fire rate, just slightly, granted, and increase the 8x10's range by, like, I don't know, 10 or something drastic, just to make it more appealing. But, I don't know. Like I said, these are big, huge buffs. Possibly even adding, potentially, for the pistol, might not even be another full auto pistol. It might even be something simple like a revolver or a one-shot pistol, a pistol that only holds 1 shot but does a crap load of damage. Something unique should enter the pistols. I'm going to say that, because spicing it up with something that's very specifically character used, like the Ibex, or I think it's called the Ibex, Jukes submachine gun, 3-round burst one. I just feel like they added it in the game to say that there's a 3-round burst submachine gun in the game. Speaking of that, no, I have a chance to play as Ronin. Oh, and with all that, they could even add a new melee weapon to the game as well, and some new unique gadgets. Something different, something totally character-orientedly unique. As far as what the ability should be, I think teleportation gadget. Imagine being able to throw a teleportation gadget that will cloak itself, and then you can just teleport straight to it. Although when you teleport, you instantly get revealed to the enemies, but you get to teleport and escape death. I don't know, I think that would be pretty unique. Not much, man. WSG, does that mean what's good, bro? I'm not with the modern lingo, man.
Got something for you.
I'm gonna try to sneak this one in there. Oh, just playing Roco, man. If WSG means what's good, bro, then Roco is good. It always has been, always will be. Alright, shotguns. I don't have anything to counter it. I don't have another shotgun to use. But, yeah, I just started using new characters, like, actually, like, stepping out of my comfort zone and trying out completely new characters. You play Rainbow Six Siege? Or Rainbow Six? Well, I played Rainbow Six Siege. Played Rainbow Six Vegas and Vegas 2. Yeah, I've played a fair share of Rainbow Six. I still personally believe that Vegas 2 is probably the best Rainbow Six Siege game out there, or Rainbow Six game out there. Kinda wondering what Rainbow Six Outbreak's gonna be like. Because I'm not gonna have anyone to play it with, because I'm not gonna actually buy the game on this PS4. I'm gonna have to get an extended hard drive and try it on the PlayStation in the basement. Sort of the plan. No, it's not a very good one, but it's still a plan nonetheless, right? Not having a good game so far, though.
We have 5 lives left. Hold it for a second. They're out of reinforcements. Finish the job. Defend it. Gas up.
Wow, you're an OG, huh? Yep, I've been in it. I've been playing games for a long time, man.
All enemies have been eliminated.
I've been in a Rainbow Six before it was a video game. I've been in a Rainbow Six when it was books written by Tom Clancy himself. The man, the legend, the myth. Yeah. Character was pretty cool.
Enemies have control of the objective. Capture it. Hold it. Lethal out. Objective acquired. Defend it. Help the lady out, will ya? Keep fighting. Enemies have control of the objective. Capture it.
Alright, here we go.
Hurry before our mascara run. Capture the objective. Lethal out.
Alright, I guess let's just forget about me. Let's just focus on doing our own thing, I guess. I hate teammates like that. Oh, when your friends are all busy, what do you gotta do? You know? What am I gonna do?
Hold it for a second. Objective lost.
What an imbecile.
We only have 5. Please capture the objective.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Alright.
The enemies have 5 reinforcements remaining.
This better not ruin my nails.
I guess I owe you one.
I won't give him the satisfaction. But I will buy a grenade.
We're out of reinforcements. Focus up.
Lethal out.
Enemies are out of reinforcements.
Enemy spotted.
All enemies have been eliminated.
Ooh, there we go. This one's gonna be a run for the money, huh? How many years have you been playing games? Well, I've been playing games since I was around 6 or 7. I was born in 2002, so that would mean I've been playing games since like 2000. I've been playing games since like 2007, I'd say. Probably 5 then in that case. I guess if you count the Nintendo Game Boy. I've been playing games since I was 5. Yeah, it makes more sense. Because I remember playing, what was it? Mario Kart, Need for Speed Most Wanted on the Game Boy Advanced before getting my PS2. And then I played my Need for Speed Most Wanted on the PS2, and that was a totally different experience. Also, Lego games on the PS2 were superior to the Lego games on the DS. Just saying, they were still fun, but I mean, it was innately obvious which ones were better. The Game Boy was like a '90s thing in the early 2000s, and like by the time that I was growing up, the Nintendo DS was like the next step in the future for Nintendo. And to be honest with you, I honestly prefer Sega over Nintendo. The Sega Genesis and the Sega Dreamcast. Pretty cool consoles. That Dreamcast. I remember actually the Nintendo GameCube. I remember I played Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube once. Didn't I? I've even played like Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles on the Nintendo Wii, and the Nintendo Wii also had Manhunt 2. I played that, and I remember playing Black Ops 1 Zombies, and they had the AUG in Kino as a wall weapon. Little fact that people probably don't know too much about, but regardless, I don't know. I don't play none of that, but I think my sister do. I've played a lot of games, dude. Like I don't. Here's my thing. I don't limit myself. There's a game, I'm gonna fucking play it, and I still do. I still play my PS2 and stuff like that. Cold Fear was a pretty neat game. Obscure was fun. Obscure was an amazing PS2 game. Survival horror. Rule of Rose. Silent Hill. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, 4 being, you know, Silent Hill, The Room, Silent Hill Origins, Silent Hill Shattered Memories, the dog shit game, pretty much. You know, but it was a Wii Silent Hill game, so. Silent Hill, Homecoming and Godfall. Let's see. Obviously, Manhunt 1 and Manhunt 2. Siren. Another victory for us. Yay. Unreal Tournaments. Let's see. Quake. Doom. Let's see. Oni. Soldier of Fortune. Midnight Club. Devil May Cry. Now I'm just looking on the side of my games, and let me just move this big fat stack of games. State of Emergency. Ford versus Chevy Racing. Obviously I'm picking Ford. We all know I'm picking Ford for that 2003 Ford GT in that golf livery. Playboy the Mansion. I can't believe I own that game. Gun Club, NRA Gun Club. That game's honestly ass. I just bought it because it how to do with guns, and so bought the game and then played it, but it's ass. I mastered the fuck out of it though. Bully, Twisted Metal Black, any Twisted Metal game, Twisted Metal 1, 2, and 3 for the original PlayStation. Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. Once I had a PS2, but I put a hard disk in it not too long after it broke because I never turned it in one again. Well, I don't know, man. I've been like the PS2 is one of my favorite consoles still to this day. One of them, mainly being the PS3 is my favorite console of all times. No doubt, that was a huge chunk of my childhood was the PS3 and PS2. Here's a fun military shooter, Black. Just look it up. It's just called Black for PS2. It's literally like gun heaven. It literally has all the cool weapons, you know, the P90, the M4, the Scar H, the Beretta 92 FS, the USP 45. It has all this badass, like the M249 saw. Has all the badass weapons in it. Killzone, Scarface, The World Is Yours. Man, I hate that game. It scares me. Which one? There's so many games here. Mortal Kombat Armageddon and Mortal Kombat Deception or Deadly Alliance. I'm trying to get Mortal Kombat Deception and Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, and I can say I'm a real Mortal Kombat fan. Black. Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. For PS2. Whew. I remember playing. I still have my copy of Haze. I hate the mission that was in the woods. That was mission 2. You have a suppressed 1911 and you're killing Russian Soviets. And you have to sneak past them, and then, you know, they start screaming in Russian. Out of nowhere, like you'll be, you'll be walking up along the woods, and then all of a sudden an NPC's in a bush. They spawn in the bush and they're just like not moving or whatever. And then all of a sudden, Нет, Brushka! Or some shit like that. You know, they come out of the fucking woods, out of the woodwork with the AK-47s that do fuck-ass damage, and then you're dead. What really sucked was some of them had those stupid helmets, and you have to shoot their helmet off. Or shoot them in the face, precisely. Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid 3, I already said Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, my bad. Why do I have 2 copies of Metal Gear Solid 3? Subsistence. That's right. Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. Because when that Silent Hill 2 remake for real drops, bro, I'm gonna be one of the first people to play it. It's gonna be on my channel. I'm gonna get really popular. That's the game that's gonna make my channel cool. Is it me, or is Metal Gear Solid 3 a little bit like... I don't know. I prefer Metal Gear Solid 2 over 3. I don't know, there was just something to, like, the level structuring in 3 that it was just like, oh man. I really don't want to spoil the game. Oh. Man, that's wrong with R6 matchmaking. Have been waiting for 10 minutes. That's shit, man. I feel bad for you. I hate when shit takes that fucking long. I used to be really good at R6. I used to honestly stream it. I used to do some pretty insane stuff. I never made it ranked. I just played for fun. I pulled some pretty impressive plays back there. I played the game, you know, I tried to play the game with real military tactics in mind, like real, like, rules of engagement and breaching and stuff, but honestly, man, like, you know, people don't play like that. People play with, like, gamer logic, so they're gonna do things that are fuck-ass shit, and then, you know, you gotta play the same way, and then you realize how to become an R6 tryhard, and then next thing you know, the game's not really fun anymore, because every time you queue into a match, there's always another tryhard, you know, trying to, you know, do whatever. I seriously cannot tell you how many times it pissed me off that, you know, when players would actually go for the objective, right? And my entire team's just fumbling around the map like it's Call of Duty. That shit would piss me off. It's honestly why I prefer to play Ghost Recon. Again, and the Ubisoft titles are they're hit or miss. Remember when, like, Ubisoft made Haze? I still have my copy of Haze. I don't really play for ranks, I just play for fun. Because it's one of the games I really want. Oh. Yeah, and I got Rainbow Six Siege. I didn't have my online profile set up, so I was doing a lot of those, like, scenario missions where it was just like, extract the hostage from the plane, do this, do that, you know, whatever. So I was doing those, and I sucked ass at first, and then I mastered, like, the game's mechanics, and so I'm like, alright, I really have to play with tactics. So me and my friends would roleplay. This is Python 2-5 to Bravo, R to Delta 6, do you copy? Yeah, I'm engaging the building, and so we would just, like, roleplay with it, right? Like, there were actual, like, tactical squads, and then all of a sudden we realized how dumbass we sounded, like, we still do it, I mean, like, especially in the new Modern Warfare, like, I still do that shit, because, I don't know, role-playing's kind of fun. You know, to be honest with you, dude, PS3 has some of the best games, man, in my opinion. Now, I know the PS2 has some of the best games ever made, and the PS3 has some of the greatest games, but not the best ever made. PS2's master-woven games are just unsurpassable by time. For instance, especially Silent Hill 2 is just remarkably, it's art, it's genre defining. It's the game that changed consoles. Like, I don't know, it gets you emotionally invested, especially in, like, the decision making, because the decision making isn't something as simple as, oh, save this character, or oh, say this, how you have this option in dialogue. The choices that honestly affect your endings are what you do in the game. Like, there's a picture of James's dead wife, Mary, and the ending, like, so what affects the ending is the more you look at the picture, the more you, like, you know, feel guilty about her death. And then there's also, like, a conversation, like, that you can listen to, and if you choose to listen to it all the way through at the end of the hotel sequence, it also affects your ending. And how you treat Maria affects her ending. Some of the other minor things that you do that you wouldn't really think twice about doing really affects the ending. So it subverts the expectation of the player. I guess that's ultimately the genius of Silent Hill 2, in my opinion. You know, just so I'm actually excited to see the fucking, you know, the remake that they're gonna do. And since PT was canceled, playable teaser was canceled from Konami, and the last game they gave me was Metal Gear Solid Survival, which had me shit an entire fucking brick. I was yelling and screaming and getting all pissed off about it, and people are like, why are you getting so pissed off about Metal Gear Solid Survival? It's like, I wanted to see actual I wanted to see where the story would go. Would Eli become, you know, Venom Snake or whatever, and what's going to happen? Like, I had all these questions, right? That were unanswered. And so, I don't know, man. Konami pissed me off, especially because they got rid of Hideo Kojima, the inventor of Metal Gear Solid, and the guy that was going to lead the project for PT. They had Norman Reedus in PT, but then obviously Silent Hill got shit canned, and so they put him in Death Stranding, and then when they put him in Walking Simulator, I mean, it really didn't do him any favors. But I'm just saying, like, I'm going to experience Death Stranding on next gen, dude. Like, I will experience Death Stranding on PS5. It'll be one of my PS5 games I get, along with the new Need for Speed Unbound, and obviously some of the Call of Duties I missed out on, like Cold War and Vanguard. Even though those games are dog shit, I'll get them, play the campaigns, play a bit of the multiplayer, try out the zombies or whatever the fuck, and just say, hey, I played it, I have the right to criticize it. You can't just say, hey, you just talk shit about games you never even played. I've played so many fucking video games, it's just unbelievable. Both multiplayer and single player. Especially because I love, like, games that are high, like, story-driven and have you invested in the story. Because there's just something that's so subtle to good storytelling that I think is just underappreciated. Max Payne nailed the storytelling. Silent Hill obviously masters the storytelling. Games like LA Noire from Rockstar are fucking amazing. Bully was fun. It's a fun game to go through. But games like Rogue Company like this, I feel like Rogue Company would be kind of neat if they integrated a campaign, to be honest with you guys, to explain more of what Rogue Company is, what Justicar is, what the Jackal criminal organization is, sort of give context to these maps. I mean, it would be really sweet to see a story mode for this game, I feel at least, because that, like, intro cutscene really had me hooked. I was really, like, looking forward to seeing what would happen next. Right, but obviously, as we all know, it's just a multiplayer shooter. Plays a little bit like Counter-Strike. Also, speaking of which, I swear to God, if they're gonna release, if Valve is gonna release a fucking another Orange Box, imagine if they remake Orange Box, like actually remake each of the games in Orange Box, bring it to PS5, I'll actually have a heart attack. Nah, but even fucked up if they even just do a Half-Life 3. Like, bro, I would literally die. I would despawn. I would be so affected by it, I would despawn.
Enemies have been wiped
I would be like, oh, it finally happened! Nah, but instead we get Half-Life Alex, bruh. that gave me the raw ass for about a week. It's like, damn fucking goddamn fucking VR game, what the fuck? That had me, like, pissed off. I mean, overall, we did get that remake of Final Fantasy VII, and I'm not really a Final Fantasy guy. I'm not into JRPGs. I will say this, Okami is kind of neat, Dark Cloud's kind of neat, and I think that Final Fantasy is the best JRPGs, but I don't play them. I don't care for them, really. When it comes to Japanese games, I don't care for their Japanese RPGs. I really only care, and get this, for Japanese horror games, like Resident Evil, Silent Hill. Whew. He just got shat on bad. I want to go in and grab the wife train while we're at it. Might even stream some DMZ later. Maybe even get Big Cal on, potentially. Everyone loves Big Cal, homie. He's been on my channel for a long time. He's been a long fan of mine. A very long, long, long time. So I think it's kind of neat that I pay tribute to my fans in various ways.
Capture the objective.
I'm not done yet.
What the fuck are you doing? Just res them. What are you doing? Sorry, dude, but you weren't resing them.
Nice work, team. Checks in the mail.
Never a doubt in my mind.
Hey, MVP, SM 364 and 5. Let's fucking go. I never felt this fucking good since I fucking did drop that fucking 20-0 frags on fucking Unreal Tournament on the PS2. Ah, that was a pretty good day. Not nearly as exciting as God. That was. Oh man, holy fuck, dude, I'm old. I'm fucking old. Why did I get old? How did I get old? I'm 20. Holy fuck. I'm so old now. It's so sad. I'm so old. I watched all my fucking childhood shit just die. Fucking, I remember fucking Bakugan, bruh. Like, there's no Bakugan now. I mean, I think there is now. I think they brought it back, actually, a while back. Remember at Walmart, I saw some Bakugan, and I'm just like, what? Really? Like, fuck you. Like, where were you for my, like, last 10 years of my childhood? Because I was only, like, 7 years old when they stopped making Bakugan or whatever. And it became, like, lame. It became unmainstream. Like, Bakugan was low-key the shit, bro. And, like, honestly, bro, like, I don't fucks with it now, because, I mean, like, it's a lot of childish implications, but, you know, like, oh, they're little toys, and it's like, yeah, no, I agree, I don't really fucks with Bakugan, but, you still fucks with Legos, bro, because, I mean, at least with Legos, you have the excuse of, well, I don't play with Legos, I build Legos. Yeah, because I don't really play with Legos. I don't see the purpose of playing with fucking Legos. It's kind of interesting when my little cousins come over and they see little Lego cars and they want to play with them, and I'll play with the Lego cars with my little cousins. I'm nice to my little cousins, you know. Because my older cousins, when I was growing up, they were mean as shit. Well, one of them was. The other ones were adults, and they never really talked to me. They always talked about adult stuff. Like, oh man, I had to, gas prices went up and this and that, and I just, as a kid, I'm just like, no, I have no clue. Now I'm older, now I fucking get it. Oh man, dude, oh I'm so fucking old. What the fuck? Man, god damn it, I remember watching Ed, Edd and Eddy, and like, fucking, I remember watching Ed, Edd and Eddy growing up, man. Like, I wonder if I could do that. Bro, that was the shit, bro. Almost got it to... Almost got another level up. Let's see, how many... About to be level 30, 136. I remember I was super dedicated to Modern Warfare 3 for no reason whatsoever. I was like dedicated. I was like Prestige Master. I was Prestige Master in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. I think I got even Prestige Master in Ghost on the PS3. Then my dad took my PS3 and sold it. And then I bought another one, and I just, no one plays those games anymore, so all that lost progress is just gone. It's all gone. So sad and depressing. It's just like, oh my god, oh my god, I really wish I could just track it down. There's no way to track it down either. Oh, fuck. Alright, guys, you know what? I think that's going to be it. I think I'm going to continue streaming on Modern Warfare or War Thunder. One or the other, maybe even both. But I gotta go take a piss. I gotta go check and see who's online, who's doing what, what's up, what's hot, what's new, what's cool. But yeah, I'll go do that real quick, and then I'll be on another game. So yeah, thank you guys for watching Roco. I really appreciate it. I know this game is not really the popular thing on my channel. I know Doom is really popular. You know what, I might even play some Doom. I might even bring back the Doom on my channel, because to be honest with you, like I said, that's going to be in the weekly rotation consistently, because it makes my channel fun and popular and edgy. But more importantly, just doing my thing here. I'm about to at least have all my rogues, at least for the most part, level 1 mastery rank. All I have to get is Talon, Sigrid, the Fixer, Umbra, and Runaway, each to level 1. And then I can say I have all the rogues mastered, to at least master rank 1. Like I said, I've played as all the rogues on a large scale. Walking Dead Deluxe Rick Bundle. Who's it for? Is it for Dallas? LW6. View bundle page. Dallas's outfit with Rick's majestic pistol. Yeah, I don't think Rick really used a Desert Eagle. It looks like a Desert Eagle, and honestly, Rick Grimes had a revolver. But oh well. Negan is for Dima. Dima gets the Negan skin, and obviously he gets the baseball bat. Negan's bat. I'm assuming this one is obviously for Lancer. Yep, Lancer, and you get the katana skin. What is the skin for? I don't know what skin this katana is for, but I might just get this just to have like another katana. Well, no, not really. I'm not really a big fan of these skins because, well, for one, none of these skins really interest me. I'm always liked The Walking Dead, but at the same time, and they have the classic versions. Like, bro, make up your fucking minds. Accessory bonus? Like, no way, dude. Just no way. I'm not that much of a Walking Dead fan to inquire about these. Like, I've read the comic books, I've watched like the first fucking 5 seasons of it, got really invested and just lost interest. It's just the same like shit again and again and again. It's like, it was not The Sopranos, okay? It tried to be the post-apocalyptic Sopranos, and then obviously Better Call Saul and what was the other one? Breaking Bad were really popular as well, but I never got into either of those. Like, I think out of the two, between Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, I think Better Call Saul was better, just in my opinion. Again, I know, like, I truthfully don't believe that Breaking Bad is nearly as good as The Sopranos. I think The Sopranos is just supreme. It is just the best HBO series of all time, in my brutal opinion. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So with that being said, I'm enough ranting. I'll talk to you guys. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace out. Sayonara.